Welcome back to the part 4 of the Django Basic series. Last video we have seen how to create a application or an app in a project and how we can render something on the on page of a project. We can see up to now we have done this one. So we will replace this views.py with some other things in future. So before that, I will show you that this page also how it looks for now. So maybe in last video I would have neglected or ignored to explain what is apps.py and tests.py. So what the test.py is, so if you are a tester or if you have anything to test how the app is working or how it should work, whether it is working properly or not, what should be the output of this page, whether it is giving correct output or not, or it handles all the test cases of things. So basically, if you want to test the application, you can write the code here in test.py, or else you can create a test as a folder, and you can have multiple files, which is all of a test. So those things we can do here. And apps.py is these things, whatever the configurations we have for the app, we should make it in here. And then we need to call these things in settings.py, like whether this app is installed by me, like if you can do like page, sorry, app dot apps dot app config, I think it's in caps, right? Yes, app config. So that the Django will come to understand you have this application in your project where you are using this in the file, so that you can have this apps.py. So I will tell you the another method. So for now, we don't want to worry about it, how it looks. So what we will do in this video is, so in last video you would have seen I have used this hash video or empty string here. So in case you have a multiple apps here, you wanted to show that in a different URLs, kind of like if you go here, now it is a empty string or empty URL. I wanted to go inside app and add app or something like remove or delete or show the list, like app list. If you wanted to customize any URLs here, how will you do that? So I will show you that how to do that. First of all, you need to create a file here named as urls.py. Basically you can have this name as anything, but to follow the standard of and how we will to understand what is the function of this uh, file. To understand that thing, we can write it as a urls.py and leave it like that. So I will split these things in another one, and I will open this urls.py here. So basically, you wanted to have this path where you are using it here. So I will import that one, like from Django dot urls import path. So from that, I can use this URL patterns in here, URL patterns. So you can add this, and I will copy this and I will paste it. So already I told if you wanted to use these views, you need to import it. So here I will add like from dot views, because this dot represents this urls.py is in the same folder, and you are importing a views file which is in the same thing. So you can do that. So what you can do is like from dot means from current directory import view views, sorry. So you should do this and it will be there. So but now you have two different things, right? So what I will do, so you could see this documentation here itself. So if including another URL configuration, if you are adding any other thing, any other URL page or URL line here, what you need to do? You need to write the app name. So I will leave this empty because I wanted to keep it the same page, but I need to change this. you should add this include, where I can replace everything with that include blog. Instead of blog, our app name is app.url app, and inside it you are having app.urls. So I should do this. So you can see that include is not defined, and basically we need to import it. So now it will run, I guess, so without any errors. So still you will not see any changes in the front end, because it basically what it does is, if this empty string matches, it will call for this one. Means like this apps dot it will go and search in this app.urls.py. So if you come to this urls.py, so it is also having the same empty string. So it is like a empty string. So it will match this. It will go for this views.index, and it will render that things here. So what if I have like anything like app slash? So now wherever it will work now, I doubt whether it will not work, I guess. So you can see you will be thrown out an error saying that you don't have any URL method or a URL configuration named for an empty string. So what you need to do is slash app. So see, now you match the URL what you have mentioned here. So this is how we need to work on URLs or URL configuration for different applications in the same project. You can have multiple apps like app here, and you can add a urls.py in an individual application, and you can just mention that with the name of the app, so that it will not be confusing, or you can handle multiple URL configurations inside the app itself. Thank you guys.